All right. Hi, Jamie Ayres here, author of 18 Things, and I have been getting some fan mail asking me some questions, so I thought for my 5 fans out there or whatever that I would make this YouTube video, and that way it would be accessible to other classrooms across America if you're interested in showing it. One question that I frequently get asked is, how did you come up with the idea for 18 Things? It actually started from a tragedy. My cousin's 5-year-old son was diagnosed with leukemia, and just from that experience I thought, why haven't I thought up of a bucket list for myself? And lo and behold, it's funny how the universe works that I got this flyer in the mail for the Lymphoma and Leukemia Society about Team in Training, which trains people to run marathons to raise money for people with leukemia and lymphoma. So I did a marathon, and that was the first thing on my bucket list, and I started thinking I should do a novel about bucket list. It had always been my dream in my spare time to do something like that. I'm a teacher by day, and I just hadn't had much spare time. So then in that summer, I kind of called the story of the prince and the possum, because my husband, my Prince Charming, started snoring and keeping me up, so I had to start going into the couch to get some sleep. And then there was this crazy possum on the porch that kept me up, and I couldn't sleep on the couch either, so I thought, I'll just stay up and write all night because I don't have to get up early for school. So that's how I ended up writing my first novel. It set out as a bucket list story, and it didn't turn into that. And my second novel didn't really turn into that either, because I have the attention span of a squirrel, so it takes me a while to accomplish what I set out to do. Luckily, those first 2 novels never got a publishing deal. I use them now to punish my bad students at school. I make them read aloud from it because it's that bad. So anyways, that's how 18 Things came to be. Another one that I get asked a lot is, are my characters based on anybody that I know? The main character, Olga, her name and her looks are kind of based on people that I know, because I actually do have a grandma named Olga Warnsoff, and it's always just one of those names growing up that nobody knows how to pronounce or spell, and I was thankful in a way that I didn't have that last name. And I thought, what a better way to give my teenage character eggs than give her a name like this. And her middle name is Gay, and I do have another grandmother named Gay. So thankfully I'm not named after either one of them. I don't think I would have been cool enough to pull off that name in high school. I would have gotten made fun of for sure. But Olga's looks also came after my sister. She's always had this kind of crazy red, untamed, frizzy hair that she absolutely hates, but I absolutely love. And very white skin, and kind of geeky like Olga is, but cool. And so she's probably the most based on anyone. Everybody else, it's not based on any one person. It's just kind of everybody that I meet collectively make up these people. My husband thinks that he's modeled, that Nate is modeled after him, but that's not really true. Another question that I get is, how has your life changed since publishing 18 Things? Well, let's see. Number one, I have not been able to exercise a whole lot, so I need to work on that, because getting kind of a lot of weight gain here in the past 3 years. I stay up way later than I used to. My typical bedtime is usually around 2 a.m. I drink way too much caffeine to stay up that late. And now everybody thinks that I'm an expert on things that I really know very little about. I'm getting emails all the time about researching and marketing and promoting and social media and Facebooking and tweeting and blogging and revisions and planning and plotting and all these things. And nobody ever asks me the easy questions like, what is the best kind of coffee that I should drink, or what's the best flavor cake pops, or what's the best, funniest, stupidest movie that I should rent. But so that's how my life has changed the most, and I spend a lot more time in the dark corners of my room waiting for the muses to whisper to me. So I've probably gotten a lot weirder, which I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Another question that I'm getting is, what can you tell us about 18 Truths? Some people caught on to, at the end of 18 Things, there is a sneak peek for the next one. I can tell you that there's going to be a lot more action in this one. There's going to be a lot more trouble for Olga. There's a love triangle, of course, because every good book has a love triangle, in my humble opinion. It's actually more like a love pentagon, because there's more people involved in this one. It's definitely not a parade of unicorns for Olga, where all those life lessons that she learned in 18 Things come into play for her to have this perfect life. I would say even more so now that she knows that lesson so much of how short life is, that she actually goes kind of head into things without thinking and probably makes more mistakes in this book. I can also tell you that you'll probably be shocked at the end of this book again. And that's setting up for the last book, because it is a trilogy, and I'm still working on the name of that. I'm still debating what I want to name that last book. So it's a setup for that one, but it's also a complete book in itself. I'm hoping 18 Truths would come out by the end of this year, but I have not had much time to write it. I'm almost done now, and we'll see how the revisions take place, but no later than the end of January, which is when 18 Things came out. So no more than a year apart, hopefully before, but we'll see. So anyways, another question that I had was, were there any characters or scenes that I particularly enjoyed writing in 18 Things? I would say Olga's graduation speech I really liked. It kind of inspired me. I know it seems weird because you're going, well, you wrote the book. Yeah. I really feel like these characters are speaking in my head and they're a part for me, and I know. See, I told you I'm weird. The prologue in the first chapter I really enjoyed writing, as it was just so much angst and so much emotion. So I had a lot of tears writing it, but I enjoyed it, all that emotion in there. I liked any scene with Tammy in it. Tammy started out as a very minor character, and she kind of took over. And just any funny moment with me, I really enjoyed. So I think that was probably the top 5 questions that I've been getting. So I have a lot of work to still do, so I will get going now. Hopefully you'll like 18 Truths as much as 18 Things, if not more than 18 Things. If not, I am a Jedi Master, so I'm not above using Jedi mind tricks on you to make you think that it was the best book you ever read. So thank you, good night, and may the Force be with you.